Hello students, today we are going to study structures in C. So previously we have studied about the data types. So the data types what we have studied are integer, int, character, okay. So floating point. So what integer will do? It is used to define the variable what we are using. For example, int x, if I am using int x is a type of integer, means whatever the value I am giving to the value of to x, I have to give an integer. The integer value starts from plus or minus 0 to infinity, right? So but integer, if I use int here, the maximum value I can give is 32,500, because only 16-bit memory is allocated for this. If I use unsigned int, so this value will increase, it will go to 64,000 something, but only positive numbers. Okay, so similarly, if I character, I can give a value from 0 to 255. Okay, only positive numbers. Or I can give a value from plus or minus, okay, 0 to plus or minus 127. If I go for floating point, I can define the decimal numbers, okay, along with the integers. So this is about the data types what we have studied earlier. So now here I want to make a data type of our own, or a combination of these things. Okay, so we'll go for a data type called struct or structure. So structure is a type of data type which is a group of many data type. Okay, so we will take one example, struct student. So for student, what are the things we required? We required the name of the student. So I use an data type called character name. So this name should last at least 15 digits I required. So I will take it as 15 digits. Then what we required a register number, right? So for register number, I will take integer is enough for the register number. So I will take integer register number. Okay, so REG, NOR, any you can give it as register number. So it no need of an array. So another one character I am taking to indicate the semester in words if I want. Okay, in words if I want, for example, from at least on 10 words to indicate which semester he belongs, 5th semester, 6th semester, or anything. Okay, or we can use an integer also. Instead of this, I can use an integer for semester. At that time I have to give the value as a number, 0 to 1, 2, 3, 8th semester, like that. Okay, so this is about the structure. So now how to use this structure in our main program? So first what we have to do is, first we have to define this structure, and we have to put a semicolon at the end of the structure, and this should be defined before main. Okay, so we'll take one example. Here we have an example, so to indicate a structure. Okay, so before going for an example, so in our main program, if I go for a main program, so in our main program, if I want to use this structure, so I have to use a keyword called struct once again. Okay, so this should be present before main. This whatever thing I have written, it should be present, everything from here to here, it should be present before main. Okay, afterwards once again I have to write struct, then I have to define the keyword what I have used, student is the keyword of the structure. Then I can define the students I want. Okay, student 1, student 2, etc. Okay, now 2 students are ready for us. Okay, so now each student have these characteristics, so I can give that each student a characteristic. Student 1 dot name dot indicate, you know what happens, student 1 is having all this, means for each student 1 all the memory locations, means 15 memory location for character, 2 memory locations for your number, and once again 10 memory locations for a semester is allocated. Means for each variable of the structure, the packet of the memory required, whatever we have defined, so much packets of memory will be allocated for each variable. Okay, now if I want to give the name in the struct 1, if I want to put the name of in the place of struct 1 memory, if I want to put the name, or structure 1 memory I have to put the means. In other words, in simple words, student 1's names is equal to, I can give some name. Okay, so 1 Kumar, some name I have given. Okay, next what I will go for student. And for example, student 1's register number is equal to 05, or I cannot give 05 in C, 5. Okay, so student 1 semester equals which semester he belongs, for example 5th. Okay, so like this we can give, and rest all whatever we want. If we want to print something, we can print here, or whatever the operation we want to do here. Instead of this, I can write the account number. Okay, so mobile number, whatever the details we want, we can write in the students. For example, first sem percentage, second sem percentage. Okay, so SLC percentage, final year percentage, everything we can make in the same structure. Okay, in this structure, how many fields we are giving, so many fields we can give for each of them. So what happens here, in order to organize the data, it will be helpful. Okay, so in organizing the data, this will be helpful. Let us see a program related to this. So here you can observe that one program I have written. Okay, so first I have include stdio.h, one more header file I have used, string.h, in order to use some of the string instructions or sim. So what happens, header file, it indicate inbuilt some functions are there. Those functions we can use, some standard functions are there. So in my math.h, like square root and other things, standard functions are there. In stdio.h, like printf, scanf, these functions are there, so which we can use in our program. So we are using this header files. Okay, so we have used this string.h. Next, I have used one structure, struct student, character name. Okay, so register number, then semester. So 2 character data types and 1 integer data type I have used. You can use any other data types if required. Okay, so next we have to declare this data type. Struct is the keyword, then which the name of the key is the student, structure is student. Then I have defined two variables named as structure 1 and structure 2. For structure 1, all these data types will be allocated, and for structure 2, all these data will be, means a space for data will be allocated. Okay, so next we will go for the program. Here the program is here student1.name. Here one thing is, so in array assigning, we can assign each letter. For example, student1.name, first character which is equal to P, then second character by character I have to assign, because it is an array of characters. So if I want to assign a complete string, we can use a keyword like strcopy. Strcopy is a keyword. Strcopy is a function in our string.h, so which is used to copy the one string from another into another variable. So this is one string, and this complete string is copied into a variable. Means for this variable, when some space of memory is allocated, for that memory this value is assigned, or we can assign one by one. Okay, we can assign the value one by one, like I have given the value. Okay, so like this, each character I have to assign. Each character I have to assign separately. Okay, so which will take time and other things. So for that reason, we have removed this, and instead of this one, we have used this keyword, that is strcopy student1.name. Okay, so here I have given the name as Pawan Kumar. So register number of him is 1, and he belongs to 5th semester. Next I have given another keyword called Adnan, student2 dot name Adnan Sharif. And the keyword for this one is the register number for him is for example 2. Register number is 2, and then he belongs to 5th semester, or you can give any other semester required. So next, in order to make you to run the program, or in order to understand the program, we have written one printf statement, name of the student equals slash. Okay, if I want to display, or if I want to display a complete string which is belong to some variables or some array, I can use %f. Yes, so name of the student which is equal to %s, but I have to use the string as an, so that is string.h in our main program, otherwise it will show error. Name of the student which is equal to %s slash n comma student 1 comma name 1. Okay, next the USN, whatever the other extra alphabets we want, that alphabets we can use here. Then %d, it indicate the number. Okay, so if I run the program, so you may see the name of the student and the USN, okay, is displayed here. Hope you understood. Thank you.